flowers. Look like it.
All right, plug that in. Here we go.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right. Welcome back.
Can we take a poll to see who heard that?
I apologize for my outburst at the end of the last video. If it went live, I really apologize. Very unprofessional, Maggie, of my part, and all I can say is I'm really sorry.
The only thing that would probably be better is if they could have seen my eyes go like this.
It just came out. I hit the wrong button completely, and it ended the video, and I was so adamant we were going to be on time and we were going to be all good, and I hit that end button, and it just came out. So
you just watch all the people that weren't on are going to go back and see if they can find that.
Let's just delete that video, and then we're all good to go. So welcome. It's Katie and Maggie. This might be my last time on a video. It might be edited out and banned from video. But welcome. We are memory bound in Ankeny, Iowa. And today Maggie is going to share with us all of, oh my gosh, Maggie, that's hilarious.
He's peeking out.
Oh, he's so cute. Tim Holtz's mixed media, we're going to call it Goop, just due to the fact that there is so much of all these different
Of the goop.
goops. Yeah. I myself am one that not sure. People will come in and say, hey, what does this do? And I go, well, hold on, let me get Maggie for you. So we do have the in-house expert today.
Well, here's the deal. I'm going to preface this whole thing with I am not an expert. If you want to know as much as you can know about this, find the Tim Holtz videos. I'm just sharing with you what I know, which is very little, and how I use it and what kind of things I use it for. So if I get it wrong,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Blame me.
Yeah, just don't say what I said.
Yes. So,
all right,
Katie,
we probably should start over here
yes,
first. Okay.
I'm going to video you.
Oh, okay. We know it's not landscape. I just gave that up. All right. Well, we need to start over here. So,
should we start with Elvis?
We must start with Elvis. So yesterday, the movie Elvis came out. I have not seen it. Oh, that's a good picture of him.
Yes.
All nice and you don't have to. You can go over the comments.
Go over them.
Like.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So we could get a really good close up of him. And that is Janine. There you go. That's awesome.
Okay,
Janine
look at that.
made that. Elvis was her inspiration, and she used the, what are these called? The costume party dye, which is.
She's
used
a
talent, doesn't
many times.
Just such a talent. All I see is Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Mummy. I do not see Elvis. I don't see her soccer players, her elves, or anything, but she does, and she does. And the Beatles.
But look at Elvis's sparkly hair, like he's got goop in it. He
does
could
have
probably use a little Tim Holtz.
He could, yes.
And then look at the sparkly belt and his.
He's awesome.
What was the name of that outfit that he wore?
Oh, I don't know. You and Diana and Kelly are all Elvis fans.
So if you like Elvis and you're going to watch the movie and you want to
these would be perfect little things to go
put it in your scrapbook.
Yeah.
We have some of that here. But yes, I'm an Elvis fan. I'm going to go see an Elvis impersonator down in Branson.
Okay. Camera up.
There we are.
Oh no, I think the ticket that was over our lens.
It could be.
It's like a Monday.
Oh, no, we're good.
That's you, yeah.
Okay, somebody said next theme day, Elvis days.
Oh my gosh. Maggie, you can dress up as we can all dress up as a different decade of Elvis.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Do I get his later years when he couldn't fit into his jumpsuit?
No. You take whatever you want.
I'm going to turn this way because it's very glaring.
Oh, glary. Yeah, that is right. Okay.
Okay,
and then
now that we've got everybody.
Another customer, Mel, who shared her banner yesterday, she's also created this dog book, and she used the Folio 4 from Photo Play, and this one is black and it's $15.99, and they have it in the white version also for $11.99. And do you want to just, here I
Yes.
have to, so she used a dog collection with stickers. This is so fun, and you know me, I just love all the flips and flaps and pockets.
How cute is
Yeah, oh,
that?
she even distressed everything, look at that, and inked it. She's a girl after your own heart, isn't she, Maggie?
Yes.
And tags, and these pockets I know are
How
in there.
cute.
Oh, look at her dog.
Woof. Oh, she's got a
Oh,
boxer.
she does. You are a boxer. You're
My
a
daughter.
botanist.
Yeah, I wonder what this little guy's name is, or
Little
gal's.
girl, yeah. So Mel, if you're watching, let us know. And then it opens up this way. It has pockets, the side pocket, tags that you can add. Oh, and a sticker that she unstuck. Feels like she put paper on the back of that. And there's different ways to do that. And then it opens this way also.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that great?
Wouldn't some dog lover love to get this?
And this is a magnet
Like Mark.
envelope pocket. I love that because then you can stick a lot of pictures in there and they're not going to fall out.
Nice.
Very nice, Mel. Thank you for sharing that. Now, this is an older collection that we do not have any longer, but Echo Park has come out with a new dog collection. Oh, excuse me, Photo Play. I'm sorry. Photo Play has. This one's called Bow Wow.
Just as cute.
It is. This one's adorable. And it is $14.99. Do any of your dogs look like this? Oh my gosh, look at that little chihuahua.
I'm
There's
not
Charlie.
a Chihuahua person.
No. There's a
Wiener
Charlie's,
dog.
Yeah. And then we also have cats for our cat lover people too. Yes.
Dorothy has an original autographed photo of Elvis
Oh my
and
gosh.
Johnny Cash together from the 50s.
Can you imagine how much that's
Whoa.
worth? Don't say that out loud, Dorothy.
The name of the album,
Oh my gosh.
again, please.
Is the Folio 4.
Okay.
Oh, look at my magnets stuck together there for a bit. But the Folio 4. It's a good one. It's an easy one to put together, and also Photo Play on their YouTube channel show you how to put the books together, all their photos together.
Good to know.
Here, I'm going to pull that sticker off. There we go.
Okay.
All right, another thing that's in was the lemon twist kit that I showed, oh gosh, a couple weeks ago maybe. And we have a few more kits that we made yesterday, and it's $39.99, and everything is in there in order to make the this lemon twist mini book. Again, it is a bit thick, so you could easily make 2 books out of this. But it was one of my favorites. People have asked if it was easy to do. Very easy.
I love this.
Yeah.
I'll go back one. I don't know why, but I just
Isn't that great?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that using our new, this little 3x4 thing? Is that?
Yes, our stamp.
The stamp?
Our photo stamp, it is. You're right, Maggie, good. And that is too, where it says photo. Does it look just so professional?
Love that.
Yeah, that's all one piece of paper.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry for the person that we just hung up on. and so it's just a really fun book. Now, that was the stamp that I kind of had a little issue with, but that was because I had stamped it when it was already in the book. You won't have that issue.
I've done that before.
Yeah, and it just doesn't turn out well. So, it's a fun book. Yeah. All right.
Sorry if I'm hanging up on you. I just can't answer it right
we
now.
can't answer. Then we also have, is this new, Maggie?
It is, and I'm going to show it today.
Okay, so texture paste metallic. It might be. Oh,
Okay.
Does that mute me? No.
I know, it shouldn't.
Okay. All right, so this
Well-
is texture paste metallic white for $8.99, and it is new, and Maggie will be showing us how to use this from Tim. All right? All right, moving right along. These are Tim Holtz's dies, his thinlits. And the first one is the Alphanumeric Classic Upper. So they're uppercase letters, $22.99. And oh my gosh, Kelly, I've totally forgot. Are they 20% off or 25% off? I didn't take a note. So if someone could come and tell me, that would be great. They are on
Either
their
way, it's
website.
20
Yeah.
or 25.
Yes. And these are the uppercase letters. And then we also have the Alphanumeric Classic lowercase letters. And these are $22.99. And so I know at least they're 20% off. And this also includes the numbers.
Katie,
But-
what I have these, and
Yeah.
what I like about them is there's more than one A. There's more than, most of them have more than one, and so if you want to spell out something, you can cut them all at once.
Right.
And someone was saying that their video's cutting out. I think it's from that phone call that keeps coming in.
It could be.
So
from
bear
that.
with
Yeah,
us.
bear
I
with
keep
us, yeah.
I keep
A phone call keeps coming
I
in.
keep hanging, or dismissing it, but they keep calling. So I
Yeah.
hope it's nothing
Yeah.
important.
Call the store. If you were calling the cell phone line, go ahead and call the store line more. That would be 515-965-1102. All right. And also, I would suggest using the toilet paper tape on the back of these. And here is another one. Oh my goodness, I have to move a little bit faster. These are the stretch uppers. So these are longer. I wish we had these laid out. These are, I have these.
I have those too.
And I really like them. I'm just going to open
I
this
used
up
it
real
on a
quick.
project last year when we were doing bees. I love
yeah.
those letters.
Well, look how long they are.
What I like about them, Katie, is you can squish in more of a word on something
Yes.
because they're so tall and skinny.
Oh. Nay.
Nay,
But,
nay.
yeah. Wash me, nay, nay. There. So they're nice and skinny. I would say, what, about 2 inches? Or do you think they're longer than that?
It says on the front.
Oh, okay.
It tells you how tall they are. Two
and a half
2.5 inches, yeah.
Yeah, and they are nice because, like you said, you can squish them onto a paper. And
Yeah.
then you also have...
I wanted to put welcome across something, and I would never have been able to fit it on with regular letters. So I love these.
And then these are the alphanumeric stretch lowercase. I have both sets of these, the stretch ones, because I always like to use larger ones, but like you said, Maggie, sometimes they just don't fit because they get so wide this way.
Yes, so you get large but skinny.
Yeah.
Tall but skinny.
Tall. There we go.
Tall and skinny, what
and
we all
skinny.
want to be.
Absolutely. Exactly. There you go. And then these are the smaller lowercase. Let's see. But you could
They are great. They're
They
just
are
a
just
great
great
set
ones. I better not
of
do
letter
that, or we're
dice.
gonna get those all confused, aren't we? Are these 20 or 25% off? Do you remember?
25.
25. Ooh, better than 20. So they're 25% off. I would grab these. And just use when you cut them, use the tape on the
Yes,
back.
and remember, there's more than one of each letter.
Yes, which
and
is
you can spell out
excellent.
things. And
Yeah.
use the negative, like Teresa was saying. Then you can use the negative. Sorry.
She's talking to me while just the phone's going where?
So if you can spell out something,
Oh,
then you
yeah.
can use the negative part of it too. So
Excellent. These are the other ones that are 7/8 of an inch. So these are almost an inch one, the previous ones. The classic lower and the classic upper.
I have that set too.
All right, now I'm starting to get my groove here, I think. Okay, the wood is wood grain colorized. These are also on sale. And was it, I think, Janine that used this as bacon? Or was it you?
I did not, but I know Janine used it for a wood background on
Okay,
something.
yeah.
But you certainly could
Yeah,
make bacon.
it was-
Make some bacon.
Make some bacon out of that one. And then this is the bold text number 1. And it is also 25% off. You can read those sayings. But
and
do
there
they-
again, you can use
yeah.
you can use the negative.
Right, and you can use wouldn't that be the purpose to use a negative? Because
Well-
you cut the letters out.
If you cut the letters out, couldn't you use them as letters, as positive
Oh,
letters
yeah,
too?
yeah. I just I got my first or second or third or maybe the fourth eye roll of the day. Yes. Oh, thank you. All right. Thank you, Kelly.
Katie, the day is young.
Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Or is that a bad thing? Because I still have a long time here.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, it's very cool. And it was 3 layers. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't look at it. But and it's like texture-y.
Yes.
This is really cool. Very cool for a background. And you wouldn't have to use all. I think there's 3 or 4 layers. You could use just 2 of them.
Yeah.
Use whatever you want.
And
I'm
you
gonna
use
put
them
that over
almost
here.
like planks.
I love it. All right, moving right along in this professional video. Again, Janet's kit. Want to show her cards?
Yes.
Janet's kit is $45.99, and you get 12 to make 12 cards. And the title of it is called Care and Concern. And $3 of every kit is going to go to the John Stoddard Cancer Society in memory of our dear, dear friend Bonnie, who passed away last week after her battle with cancer. And so these are the perfect cards to use in such situations.
And they're all different sizes. So
They're
you
beautiful.
have small up to 5 by 7.
She just has such a talent, doesn't she?
Yes.
I mean, my gosh. Yeah, just
Beautiful
wonderful,
colors.
wonderful cards. Yeah. And then there was one little oops that we had on the kit. You might, if you've gotten your kit, you might have noticed it, but it's not a big oops by any means. The only thing is that pictures 2 and 3, this is actually number 3 card, and it says 2, so that should be number 3. And then this is number 2 card,
Okay.
which it says 3. So that's all. You just have to switch it. All the directions, everything are okay. Just got those.
Very minor.
So, oh gosh, yeah, very minor. And you'll see when you read it says sending love to you is the 3rd card. So then you're going to see that that's the sentiment. So no problem. And also what is so cool with this is that Janet's very first Care and Concern designed by Janet stamp set is included in your kit. Or you could buy it separately for $14.99. And this I love the word sending. I use sending because you can put sending happy thoughts, sending, so much different things, but she added the other phrases you could put with the word sending, and they actually fit. So the word sending, Janet created these so healing wishes will fit right under there. And sweet friend, it will, fit right under there. So she put some thought into this, holding you in my heart. You're so very loved, wishing you brighter days ahead, praying for you, and then hearts. And who doesn't like a good heart stamp?
And sympathy stamps are hard to find.
They are.
So
And this is such a just nice general one, and it has different sentiments that just say sympathy.
You will use it over and over.
Yeah.
And how much is that, Katie?
$14.99.
Okay.
And like I said, I love the word sending.
But
'Cause
you
can
will
put-
get your own personal copy in the kit. So
Yes.
remember
Yep,
that.
you get that in the kit. And she did use the Graphic 45 collection, the Cottage Life. And so there's extra 8x8. We have the journaling bits, and we also have the ephemera if you would like some extra pieces of that. And we also have her sentiments if you just want her sentiments. And these sentiments are called Care and Concern cards of the text sheet. And you get 2 sheets for $5.79.
Perfect.
It is. All right, some other things that you might have or need or for her kit, we do have the punch. I have to figure out what the name of this is. This punch is called Branch.
Now, Katie,
Yes.
has but she's already
Yep.
punched those in the kit.
Yep. So, but if you like that and want to add that look to another card because you like that branch, that's
There
the
it
punch that
is,
she
yes.
used. The other punch that she used is the 5-leaf branch.
The glare
Oh
here.
yeah.
There we
Does that
go.
help?
Mhm.
The 5-leaf branch, and the punches are $19.99. She also used a 1-inch heart punch, and I think that's just a staple for scrapbooking. $10.49. She also used, and these are just staples, I also think. This is a 3/4 inch punch.
You have to have every size.
You do.
circle.
Oh, don't you though? And a 1/2 inch punch. These are like staples in my
Yes.
have
Have it sitting right on your craft table.
Okay, the Nuvo drops. I'll go through these real quickly. This one is bottle green. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's more
Beautiful
like a
green.
metallic, isn't it? Oh, they're all metallic.
Well, I think they're kind of pearl.
All right. Olive branch, so you can kind of see the difference between them. Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I do this so it doesn't glare.
Yes, you can.
And this one is eucalyptus leaf.
And
Ooh,
that
they're
is one of
pretty.
the new colors.
Is it? It's
Yes.
so pretty.
It is a beautiful
I
color.
must say I have all those. Oh, jeez, I got issues, don't I? And heritage rose, so pretty.
Just
all those
look
colors.
at those 4 together.
make you happy?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice job. Janet knocked it out of the park once again. And remember that $3 of the kit will go to John Stoddard Cancer Society in honor of our dear friend Bonnie. All right, I think I've got it under control, maybe. Oh, this was the stamp set that we used.
Oh, yes.
$8.99, and it has all the different options of if you're giving a mini book or something as a gift and you have where they could put the photo, you can add this so they just know maybe what size it is or what photo to
And
do.
it just looks professional.
It
There's just
does.
something about it, because
Just wraps it up, doesn't
I've
it?
taken a marker and written
Oh, yeah.
photo here, and it's not as
done the same
nice
thing, you're like,
looking.
oh, yeah. I think I'm going to cover that up. All right, Maggie, I
Okay.
think we are ready.
Now Katie's going behind the camera.
Yes, thank goodness, where I belong. Okay. You know what? Would you mind if you would grab me a chair?
Here.
No, not your chair. I'm sorry.
I'll get you a chair.
Back issues every once in a while. All right. Thank you, Maggie. I'm recording you with getting my chair.
Your chair, my queen.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You're such a good friend. Good, thank you, thank you. Oh, I forgot one thing, Maggie.
Yes.
Over here is the ink,
Oh.
distress ink that Janet used. So she used the pumice stone, but it was the distress, not the oxide, but the pumice stone. And if you have that one, or maybe you're just trying out inks, go for the little guy. Is this a 1x1? You gotta love the little 1x1s, so like kind of like a trial size.
I think they're more probably
2x2?
an inch and a half, or.
All right.
But
So-
you get the idea.
Yeah, so we have those.
Minis.
Minis. Yep. So either one will work out for you. All right. Okay.
Okay, are we
All
ready?
right, I think so.
Are we
Maggie.
ready for this hot mess?
Oh, I know. I'm sweating. I remember Kelly said she's sweating. I'm sweating.
Two open here.
Yes, she does.
I do. Yeah. I do.
Okay, what I'm
Okay.
going to do, Katie, is rather than trying to talk from behind this, I'm going to come around and I'm just going to get right down here beside this stuff. So,
You're beside me.
a few weeks ago,
Oh,
this is what we're going to do.
Maggie. And I have a chair, and now I feel kind of
No,
guilty.
you're good. You're
Okay.
good. A few weeks ago, we decided to do a little Tim Holtz series.
Oh, and who was you and Diane, wasn't it?
I
That
can't
kinda ran
remember.
with
I
it?
think maybe Kelly, all of us jumped on board.
Yeah,
but anyway,
I have to say, I taught with Maggie for how many years did we teach together?
I don't know, a few.
Quite a few. Well, the whole time I was there, so it
Yes.
would have been at least
You were
10.
third and I was second.
Yes, and we were the bees.
You were there for 10 years.
I was.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, but remember the bees. So there was a first grade teacher that was a bee teacher, which was Maggie, because you went first to second. Second grade was a bee, and third grade was a bee, and it was a thing to get the bees.
The 3 Bs.
The 3 bees.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah, but
Huh.
anyways, I was going to say, Maggie, give her a theme, and she runs with it.
So,
She's so
I was
creative.
very excited to
Yes.
hear we were going to do Tim Holtz. And so I'm hoping that Tim is excited, and maybe he's watching this, so here's Tim.
Oh my gosh. You know, I'm sorry, Maggie, but I kind of hope he's not watching today.
I hope so too, because
I know, it didn't start out
he'll
very
be going. She really doesn't know very much
Yeah.
about this stuff. But anyway, okay, so
It's a great picture of Tim.
Yes, it's his emoji or whatever you call that, your Disney look or
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, the reason I'm getting down here is because when I found out that we were going to do this, a lot of people come in and they see all of this. You want to just pan
I do.
this?
Yes, thank you. And if I get off, tell me, because I might be reading
Yeah.
comments. So,
You can just pan that.
and to me, as a person who's not a mixed media gal, this does overwhelm me. So I am anxious to hear and excited that you're doing this for us, Maggie, so we can kind of figure it all out.
And you don't know how many times look over there and there's somebody looking at this stuff with just the most puzzled look on their face.
during
like,
the headlight.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Too.
Well, that is staff. It is. I go over there and I have a panic attack.
So, and then not only that, but Tim is
Thank you,
kind
Diane.
of revamped a lot of things too. So he's got his own branding on it. So now we've got Ranger and we've got Tim. So I will
gosh.
try to explain it. But I decided to make it a little easier for everybody,
How many are there?
including staff.
There's a lot. I was
There's a
gonna
lot.
count, but that's okay.
I
All right.
decided to make a little swatch tag so
Right.
that
So I have to get up.
if someone comes in and wants to know what's the difference between this and this, hopefully this will help a little bit.
Oh, and I like how you put like a little sample.
Yeah, so
Piece
I'm going
there.
to start out with the matte mediums.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
so
how should I
Ranger,
tape this? Like this?
yeah,
Okay. I'm like right over you.
That's okay. Ranger came out with multi-medium matte, and basically it's just a gel medium that dries matte. And I don't know whether you can show that, but
Yeah,
I did
sure
put a
can.
little sample right up here.
Yeah, so it's not shiny. It's the opposite of shiny.
Yes.
It's flat.
Yes.
Flat matte.
And you will not see it, but it is
Okay.
used mainly as a glue.
These tags are awesome.
Now
by the
here's
way.
another thing. When people say, well, can I use the other stuff? Mod Podge.
Oh, yeah.
For
Yes,
example.
yes.
Not to
Yep.
put down Mod Podge, but if I were having kids glue a bunch of stuff, I would use Mod Podge. But I would use this for adults if you really want to have an artist quality product.
All right, so Mod Podge, this is like the
Well, I
old
compare
Mod
it.
Podge.
I
kind of?
compare it to this.
Okay.
This is Mod Podge is margarine. This is butter.
Ooh,
That's how I would describe
I like
it.
that.
So,
Hey, oh, I don't have my glasses on. Gosh darn it. We are located in Iowa, Ankeny, Iowa, just north of Des Moines. But we are not in California. I kind of wish we were. But you can shop us online.
yes.
All of our stuff is online, so check us out there too, and welcome.
So if you're going to be gluing paper, ephemera, buttons, anything that you need to glue on a mixed media project, you can use multi-medium matte. This is a matte finish.
So it's glue and it's a finish.
It's a glue. Now,
Okay.
some people use it as a sealer to put over the top, and you can do that too. I used to try that, and then I found out I really didn't need to. But
Oh, okay.
if you want to seal it, the only thing is people think that if you seal something, you can put it outside. It's water-based, so it's not going to
Oh, good
protect.
to know.
Yeah, it's not going to protect. It might make it easier to dust, you know, if you seal
But
it
it's
with
not
that.
like you could put a coaster. You can't use like a,
No,
as a coaster or
no,
anything.
because
Okay,
it's
good to know.
water-based.
Yeah.
So this is your multi-medium matte. It's used as a glue mainly.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
and it dries pretty clear, pretty much clear and matte,
right.
so you're not going to know it's on a product.
I'm really worried about you and your knees.
Oh, we're good.
Okay.
Okay, just might need help getting up. Okay, so now the next thing that he came out with, he
Okay.
calls it Distress Collage Medium. Now, the only difference between these two, they're both matte. The only difference between these two is the fact that this dries a little faster.
Oh, okay.
So if you want a little more time to move something around after you've laid it down, this might give you a few moments more.
Yeah.
This is just dries a little quicker. So basically, when I'm gluing something down, whatever's on my table, I grab. So you can use this
Really?
interchangeably.
Oh my gosh.
But this one is supposed to dry quicker. But see, you can't tell the difference between those two.
People are worried about your knees too, Maggie. I feel like I
But
should have brought you
it's
some.
going to be too hard to do it from behind.
Yeah. So this is the collage medium matte. And what about the word distress, Maggie? Do you really do we need to worry about the word distress?
We're not
right
going to
now?
worry about distress because
Okay.
that's the name of his line all across.
Okay.
If it's a Ranger project, it's not going to say distress.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
So,
good to know.
So, for example, when we go on here, here's a Ranger. This is Tim's version. Same
Oh,
stuff. So we'll
gotcha.
talk about that.
Okay.
So now we've got our two glues.
So the medium is glue,
And
it's
this is
flat, and this is glue, but fast.
Fast drying.
Fast
but they
drying.
both pretty much look the same.
Yeah, they do.
So you can
All
use
right.
them interchangeably.
These tags are going to be the best for me ever.
Okay, so
Thank
there's
you.
our glues.
All right.
All right, let's move on down.
Gosh, your poor knees.
Okay, now we are going to go to the texture paste.
Okay.
And we've got two of them here.
Okay.
All right, we're going to start here. This is texture paste opaque. This is the Ranger version.
Okay.
Matte, it dries matte. It gives you, I'm going to read that. This is Tim's. So basically same thing, different
Okay.
size bottle.
How about
Okay.
the cost in those?
Okay, the bigger bottle is $7.99 and I think it's like 3.9 ounces.
Okay.
This is 3 ounces for $6.99.
Okay.
But basically, same thing. Okay?
Okay.
Now, Distress Texture Paste, I made a sample. This is how it would look if you used it straight up white, and I just put it on with a palette knife. Just
Okay.
gooped it out and went like that.
And it's kind of chalky, or not chalky, but matte.
Yeah,
Like
it gives
has
you
a matte
kind of
finish.
dimensional. It
Yeah.
lets you get
Good for
dimensional.
snow. Good for...
You could. You're not going to get sparkle.
Oh,
You would
okay.
have to sprinkle some glitter on there, maybe.
right.
But you could. But if you want texture
We
that you
should
could
probably
paint
not.
over.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
You could. Okay, so move over here. I used the
Yeah.
new Uncharted Mariner.
Oh, that's such a pretty
And all
color.
I did was just ink over it. So see how you can color over this. And this was with the Tim Holtz Distress. So you can see how with the texture you can get different, different shades and
Yeah.
shadows and
All
things.
right, very nice.
Okay, so you can
So that's
color
texture.
this. Now,
Oh, okay.
you can
color
color
it.
this
Okay.
beforehand with inks, and I'm going to show
Oh,
that.
okay.
Or you can color it afterwards with ink, which is
Awesome.
what I did here.
All right.
Okay, let's
Now-
move on down. Okay, this is texture paste, but it is transparent and translucent, which is basically very close to being the same thing when you get it down.
Okay.
I did not have one of these open, so this does not have this. I'm not done with
That is
this.
very transparent.
But again, it's artist quality,
Okay.
and again, layering, dimensional layers. It would be the same as this, only see-through.
That would be interesting to see because I can't
Yes,
visualize it.
you
right
can customize the paste by inking or painting directly over the dry paste, just like this,
Yeah.
or mixing it beforehand. But
Okay.
it would just be see-through.
now. It would just be see-through. Okay.
Yes. Okay,
All right.
now we're going to move on to the crackles, which are my favorite.
Oh, they are, aren't they?
All
These
right,
are
so we have
cool.
three
Oh, we have
different
three
kinds.
crackles.
Okay, this is the Ranger brand.
All right.
Tim does have this also, and I forgot to bring that over. But same thing, texture paste, opaque crackle.
So it's opaque means it's white,
You can't see through it.
and crackle means it's going to make
So
some
here's an example. I did bring that too.
Oh,
Okay, so see this background right in here? That's the texture paste opaque crackle.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then I even put some through a stencil to show you stars. But that's what that is.
because it crackles.
I inked over this
Okay.
after it was dry. I inked over this after it was dry with the new Uncharted Mariner.
That is so cool.
You can change the color of it before you put it down, wet, or you can do it after, which is what I did.
Okay.
Okay?
So you can change. Okay, you're going to show us like how to change the color
Yes,
beforehand.
yes.
Okay. So that is the texture paste opaque crackle.
Yes. Oh, thank you. I knew that. Okay, and there's Tim's version.
Tim's
It
version.
is. Thank you.
I'm glad to know that that's just Ranger and that's Tim because
Yes.
I thought, oh my gosh, is it two different things?
Now, the one thing that
Okay.
Tim did that improved the packaging is he put the label on the top. So if it's down in your bag, you can see what it is
yeah, or
because
you have
it's
it
on
in
top.
a drawer
Yes.
because the other ones don't have it.
Yes.
Very
So
nice.
he did
Thank
improve
you,
the
Tim.
packaging. Okay, now we're going to move on to texture paste crackle paste translucent. And again, translucent means you can almost see through it.
It's like a window, right?
Translucent is like a shower door.
Oh, shower door, foggy shower door.
Yes.
Okay.
So translucent is in between opaque and transparent.
Gotcha.
So this is what it looks like when you put it down. This is inking afterwards.
This kind of looks like my skin after I get this lotion.
Yes. And the thicker you put it on, the bigger the cracks. So can you see over here? This is a thicker area than over here. So this is why you're getting bigger cracks here than here.
And why? Oh, because you put it, where did you put it on more thick?
Right here.
Okay.
This is thicker. This is spread really, really thin. So in fact, right here, if you see, this is really, really thin. So thin that it didn't even crackle, but just as it got a little bit thicker, then
Oh, that's good to know.
and then look at this. This is even thicker. So the
Yeah.
thicker you put it on, the bigger the cracks.
I'm sure that we will definitely put, I apologize. It's not that I'm like, if you could see, I'm like sitting on top of Maggie and to try to get I'm sorry that I'm not able to get these tags in for you so you can take a photo of them. But
I think Kelly took pictures of them
yeah,
too.
we are going to have them. We're going to post pictures of these on the blog. But if you want me, I can take like a little second here with the Distress Crackle Paste Opaque. Remember, the thicker it is, the more cracks it gets.
And the one thing that we always say about the crackle paste, do not use a heat tool on these.
Oh, that's good to know.
They
too.
have
That'd be a
to
good
they
question.
have to dry on their own.
All right, and then this was the next one, is the Distress Crackle Paste Translucent, which means like kind of like your shower door. You can kind of see through it, but not really. All right, and then what's the next one, Maggie?
Okay, the next one is the texture, or this is Distress Crackle Paint translucent.
Oh.
And this is kind of a shinier. You get a much shinier look. And so if you want a lot of really
Oh, it is
shiny
shiny.
crackles, then you would go with this one.
And this is see-through. I like that.
It's called a paint more.
Okay.
And there again, you can colorize it before or after it dries.
All right. People
Okay.
want your tags, like a little sample to do their own. That might be a good idea.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. All right. I hope this is, if I hold it a little bit more still, that's helping.
Okay, the
All right,
next
those
thing.
are your crackles.
Now we're going to
next things
move
are
on
grit.
to the grit paste. The grit paste is just what it says. It's very gritty and kind of thick. This is the translucent. This is how it came out of the jar. Can you see how that's kind of like a shower door? You can see light through it.
Glittery, is it?
It's very
Oh, it
yeah,
is
it's
like-
very gritty and thick.
Yeah, it's like
It's almost
sidewalk.
like sand or something.
Yeah.
And then this is when I took the ink to it after it was dry, but you can color it beforehand.
That's really
also.
cool. I've never used grit.
Yeah. And then this is the grit paste opaque, and again, I didn't have an open jar of that, but it's
Okay.
basically this, only it's going to be very white. This is what you could use as maybe a little bit of snow.
Oh, okay. Is it shiny?
It's going to look kind of like this.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's going to be not see-through. It's going to be white.
Okay, so
and then you
this
could
one.
sprinkle some glitter on there if you wanted to. But it's a much thicker. This is you're going to get your texture over here with this crackle paste or this. But this is a much grittier, and I guess that's why he called it
Yeah.
grit.
Yeah.
Much grittier. You could use it for sand, ice. I think this looks like
yeah.
ice.
Okay.
Okay, and the reason you're getting this translucent is I thought I had opaque. And I put it on there and I'm going, that doesn't look like opaque. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, this is the grit paste opaque. I did not have one open to put on here, which I will. Same stuff, only it's going to be white and opaque.
All right,
It's going to
perfect.
look more like that.
So it's going to have this white color
Yes.
to it. Mm-hmm. And be gritty.
But it will not be crackly. It will just be gritty.
Gritty. That's good for...
I always think of sand and snow.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Awesome.
then
Thanks, Maggie.
this right off, if I put this clear
Yeah,
over
all
here.
by itself.
Because remember last week when we decided the lemon needed a little bit of texture and a little bit of
Yes,
sheen?
I do, yes.
Well, this is what I used. And it's an embossing powder is what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's designed to create a matte frosted texture on cardstock and coated surfaces. You can use it as an embossing foundation. You could actually stamp something with your embossing ink and then sprinkle this on and heat set it, and it's made to give you a little shiny texture like that. And
Like
it
a
worked,
lemon.
It worked perfect on our lemons.
It would be good. It reminds me of lemons or oranges or skins like
Yes,
that.
yes.
Peels.
And it's really cool at in the winter when you want to get a kind of a textury sheen on there.
Oh, that's really cool.
But that
This
is an
so
embossing
awesome,
powder.
Maggie. Okay, do you use heat on all of these or only this one?
Well, all of these, if you wanted to hurry up some of this stuff,
Yeah.
very gently from far away, you can heat it. You do not want to get really close.
Okay.
And you don't want to become unfocused. Because if you were
done that
to,
before.
here's an example.
You would never become unfocused.
I was teaching a class once, and
Uh-huh.
we had put down texture paste.
Okay.
And I had a lady that had her heat tool pointing to it only about 2 inches away, and she was like this, looking and
Just-
thinking
yeah.
about something else. All of a sudden, this brown smoke started coming up.
She got fire.
Yes. So I would suggest if you have the time, you don't need to heat set any of this.
Okay.
But if you want to, you can very gently do all these, but not the crackle.
Crackle, do not.
Do not. Do not.
All right,
And then
do not heat set crackle.
this you will have to because it's an embossing
frosted
powder.
crystal. Oh my gosh, this helps
So,
so
have I
much,
messed up?
Maggie. No, this helps me out so much,
Well-
and I do love the tags.
Okay.
I hope we have the tags that are going to be right beside the product then.
That's the plan.
I love
so
it.
what I wanted to share with you, I was very surprised when Tim came out with a new blue. I'm like,
I
don't
was
we
too.
have enough blues?
Yeah.
But I love this blue, this Uncharted Mariner. So what I did was I used
So cool, Maggie.
a
Look
set
at
of
that blue.
I know, I love it. And I want to tell you about those two.
Okay.
So
Please
this
do.
is Tim Holtz's new stencils, and I like to buy them in the little small mini
Yeah,
pack.
kind of got
You
glitter.
get
There we go.
3,
Okay.
and I've got them open here,
Okay.
so I'm going
I
to...
was just going to check the price on that. Sorry. 3 of them for $12.99.
Okay, so these are his
See kind of
3
the
new
three
ones,
on the bottom there.
right here. Well, maybe they'd show up better here.
Okay.
Those are his 3 new ones. And they're very geometric, which I kind of don't always like.
They're kind of 70s looking.
Yeah, but
I like them.
what I did is I decided to take Tim's new little tags, and I used these, I used 2 of them anyway.
Okay, so his
And-
new tags. So these are Tim's new tags, and they are number
5.
it's like the mom in the background.
Yes, thanks, Mom.
Yeah, number 5 for $4.99, and I believe there's 10 tags in there.
They're fun to make
Yeah.
swatches and
This would be
play with.
good to use for these that you created.
Yes,
the little
you could
samples
have,
here.
yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So
right.
what I did is I wanted to play with my 2 texture pastes.
All right, so hold on one second. So we're going to go texture paste.
Yes.
Let me show you real quick the texture paste. That one is the matte, so you don't see through it. I mean, opaque,
yes.
right?
Yep.
So you don't see through it. And then this one is the gloss. So these are the ones that she's going to play with. All right.
No. Where is the texture paste translucent?
Right here. I didn't tell. I got
Okay.
very
I don't know why.
specific instructions of not to touch anything, and I have not touched a thing, Maggie.
Texture paste. Okay.
This is texture paste. I have texture paste gloss and texture paste opaque.
Oh,
and
I know
this
why
is
this is wrong. Okay.
paste.
We're going over here.
Oh, we're not going to use these.
I'm
you're
going
using
to
crackles.
use the crackles.
All right,
So
so-
I took the crackle paste transparent,
Okay.
translucent, sorry,
Because remember, there's 3 different ones.
and I took the opaque. Now I want to show you what happened. And I put them on these little things. But I want to show you what happened is I mixed them, which I'm going to show you how I did it.
All right, hold on a second here. I got to get. All right, so you're using crackle paste opaque and crackle paste translucent.
Yes,
So non-see-through, semi-see-through.
pretty much, yes.
All right.
And the thing about these is you cannot use the heat tool. They have
Don't
to
heat
do
them.
their thing
Okay.
on their own time.
And we probably are going to repeat, so
Yes.
bear with us.
So what I wanted to do is I wanted to pre-color while it was still wet using his new Uncharted Mariner. And I just used Distress. You could do the same thing with the Oxide. But I wanted to show you, this is the exact same color. This is using the opaque crackle. Can you see all those little crackles?
I got to get right down in there.
This is using the translucent. See how much more matte this is?
Oh, my goodness, Maggie.
Isn't that pretty?
So that's I think I lost my mic. Oh, nope. That's crackle translucent, and that's crackle opaque.
Yes. Ooh,
And
you're
look at
learning,
that.
Katie. Very good.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. I had a good teacher.
So the reason,
Look at the difference in color. And is that
I
the
know.
difference in color because this one has white in it?
yes,
Okay.
and it's opaque. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
That's very cool.
So what I did was I put them on here. Now I'm going to tell you these tags are wonderful. You could use them to make little swatches, but I covered the whole thing, and when I got done, I felt like there wasn't enough substance on there to cover the whole thing with it.
When you say cover the whole thing, what did you cover it with?
I took a stencil
Okay.
and I covered it with my opaque.
Okay, so what you're saying.
So it was just a little heavy for this.
Okay.
So I took lemons and made lemonade.
Maggie,
I
so good.
cut this off and glued it onto one of these etc. tags, which are my favorite.
Oh.
So I glued it on for a background.
Oh, golly bee, that's
So
fabulous.
this is one of my favorite products of Tim's. This is I'm trying to think of the size.
Smaller than that one.
Smaller than this one. The reason I'm showing you this is because we are right now out, but we have it on order,
Okay.
this size. Love this size, and I love these tags. Paper glues on them so easily.
And so if I throw this out there, you could use your matte medium to adhere this onto there.
Exactly.
Oh,
you're
Goopy,
learning. Boy,
I
you're
am.
making connections,
Oh my
Katie.
gosh,
Okay.
the light bulb was bright today.
So,
Am I blinding you?
so what I wanted to share with you,
Yes.
because I felt like they were too heavy with all that goop on,
That's
I ended
that's
up
awesome.
gluing it. Now I'm going to show you
Yeah.
what I used for the background paper. This is 49 in Market, and you're going to see this again on Thursday on my project. But I use this. I love this background.
Oh my gosh, Maggie.
And-
that's a good, that 49 in Market.
Oh, it's an amazing
Kudos to
background.
them.
So I wanted to share with you.
What's the other side look like just out up here?
It's green, but it's beautiful.
Oh, it is.
But the thing is I wanted just a. I don't like just plain. Now I would never just use plain white cardstock. So I like art going on behind the art. So
Yep.
love this, but I wanted to share with
cool,
you.
Maggie.
I use that. I would get
What
about
size is
20
this tag?
sheets of this and use it. These we measured them. I think they're 6 1/4 by 3. I think they're about 6. But I wanted to share with you. You know, the tray that we made into lemon tray last week.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to make a Tim Holtz tray, so I'm going to show you how I started. I
Okay.
used this paper.
Oh,
And-
so did I just catch up with you and you said to buy 20 sheets of that paper?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
The ball's rolling slowly down the road.
Because it's a great background.
Oh my gosh.
It's just you
yes.
can use it, and I'm going to
What's
use it Thursday.
Does it have a name?
It does. I'm going to use
Okay.
it Thursday,
Are
so
you?
be prepared.
I would. Okay.
It's going to be. It's called Meadow Solids.
From
CM
49 in Market.
37223, and I'll tell you what. You will use this for
How
all
many
backgrounds
people? All right.
because I just love it. Okay, so this is my first background. This was going to be my Tim tray, and I used one of his Crackle background stamps to stamp over it.
Oh, I'm not catching that. It
Yeah.
has Crackle on it.
Yeah, he's got a background stamp called, I think,
Oh,
Crackle.
this isn't Crackle. That's a stamp.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like I said.
Well, I liked it. And
I love it.
I love it, but then I was looking
So
in
that's
my
a stamp.
cupboard for something else,
Okay.
and I wanted to make it Tim. I wanted it to look Tim. So I happened to have one of these that I hadn't cut up yet, and so I'm matting it on black.
Oh, are those his stickers?
Yes, and look, doesn't it make a cool tray? And then you put your acetate,
word,
and you have a Tim tray.
Oh,
What says Tim more than this?
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
That's why
That
I
is
just loved
phenomenal.
it. So
And
that's
then I
my
guess
tray.
If you need a sticker, you just pull it off from underneath.
Yes,
and you know where your
exactly.
stickers are.
Yep.
And what she used at the beginning was the sticker sheets that we
And
have.
you know what? I do not think that ours are sticker. I think you just have to cut
Oh
them
gosh,
apart.
that's right. I'm so sorry. Yes,
And it has the new colors.
it does.
It
yes.
does. It has Saltwater Taffy and Uncharted Mariner.
Yeah.
Now, when I cut it out, I had to cut off black soot. And
Oh, okay,
I was
the
sad
bottom.
because black soot is one
It's
of my
your
favorites.
Yes.
But I had to do that in order to make it fit.
Yeah, and Kelly's done a nice job of keeping it updated.
Yes,
as soon as we
so
get
very
one.
nice.
How much is that?
It is $2.99.
$2.99, and
Yes.
it's great to label your oxide inks or your distress inks.
But if you
because
had
it
this-
fits,
oh, sorry.
it fits right on the edges of these. But
If you had this sitting on your counter,
It would make
then
me happy.
you'd be going, "Oh, what color do I need?" And
oh
there's
gosh,
your
you
tray.
would, Maggie. Oh,
I don't know.
my
I
word.
just thought it says Tim, and it made me.
Oh, people are
happy.
saying Juanita's gonna take her. She made a lemon tray, and now she's gonna make a Tim tray.
There we go. There we
Yay.
go. Okay, so again, I mixed this Uncharted Mariner with opaque Crackle paste,
No heat.
and yes, translucent. So you get a much deeper, richer color with this. This is going to be mixed with white, so it's basically like taking paint and adding white to it. But then I decided, okay, now I have those. I walked around the store and I have been admiring this line called Simple
Yeah.
Stories Vintage
It
Seas.
matches your shirt, Maggie.
I know.
Did you plan that?
No.
Okay.
But I just
Oh.
thought, you know what, this Uncharted Mariner,
It's beautiful.
it just kind of goes with the
Isn't that
vibe.
fun? It
Yeah.
does. I
So
love those.
I got the bits and pieces.
Yeah.
There is also the what's this one? There's also the nautical bits,
Okay, so there's 2 different packs.
and they're both. I just played with them last night. I just started laying them out, all the little bits and pieces, and came up with a couple tags.
All right, this one is the, which one is that? I can't read that. Maggie.
You've got the nautical bits.
The nautical bits. These are great.
Oh,
Hey, you
the
East
colors
Coast
are
people.
gorgeous.
Yeah, and those are $4.99, and these are the
Bits and pieces.
bits and pieces.
Which is, I use the bits and pieces, but
These
you
have
could
more
use either
words
one.
on them, I would say, more in the tags.
Yes,
So
that one had more words.
I love
But
those.
I just
yeah.
thought they went with that Uncharted Mariner. So, anyway, the tags are coming in, and today I'm going to show you how I did the ribbons
Oh, what a treat.
to match. So I'm going to show that. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
The other
We
thing
haven't
I'm
done that
going
for a while.
to
Do you
show
this?
you is that one.
Okay, there you go.
And I'm going to show you, this is the new metallic white.
Oh,
And
Here,
I
do you
did a
mind if I hold
tone on
it?
tone.
look at that. Oh, Maggie, that's really
I wanted to
pretty.
use all 3 of the stencils that were in that package.
They want you to share, like, your grandma camp stuff.
Oh my gosh. I'm working on it.
She's working on it. She
Okay.
will.
So today what I thought I would do, I found this from last week. This is the crackle paste translucent that I pre-tinted with mustard seed.
And how did you do that? Do you just put it on your...
I'm going to show you.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the metallic, because I thought, how pretty. Maybe this would be really pretty mixed with the metallic,
Oh, yeah,
which
let's
is
do it.
just new. We just got
And
it.
now I have white pants on, so don't get too crazy.
All right.
Okay?
Okay, there's a lot of questions, and this
Oh.
is a sticker sheet, so I don't know if you want to explain that. You just have to cut apart.
Oh, it is?
It is.
Oh, I thought you said
Okay.
it wasn't.
Well, it's
All right.
not individual stickers.
It's not like a label
You
sheet.
cut it apart, but it is a sticker.
Oh, okay.
All right,
I
so
was
we have
wrong
to
then.
we have to go back, and I am going to show you the sticker. It is a sticker sheet. The thing that is not, so you have to cut them out individually, and they will stick. It's just not a label sheet where you can peel them off. You have to cut them out.
And Kelly
individually.
told me that, and I misunderstood her.
So yeah, so excuse us. It is a sticker sheet. All right.
Okay, are you ready? This
I
is
think so.
This is new. This is a new product. So I've not done this before. So this is going to be an experiment on my
All
part.
right, I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
Just don't, like I said, I have white pants on, girlfriend.
Okay.
Don't need shiny
Look
Elvis pants.
at this. Isn't that beautiful? So
Oh, it is.
it
It's like
is
butter. It's like
basically
frosting.
texture paste, which is right over. Where's our just regular texture paste? There. It's just this, only it's metallic looking.
Texture paste,
Metallic.
metallic.
White.
Okay.
All right.
Does
so
it smell good?
it smells
Okay.
like all of his stuff does.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to color it first, and
Okay.
I have not done this.
Oh, I'm so
This
excited.
is live on TV.
All right.
So I'm going to smoosh my Uncharted Mariner, and again, you could use the oxide. I just happen to have this one.
Such
Beautiful,
a pretty color,
beautiful
isn't it?
color.
It's just, yeah.
Okay, are you ready for the
I
magic?
am.
Okay, it doesn't take a
I
lot.
feel like, so here I'm going to show on the side. Oops, I can't rotate my phone. The goop. There you go.
Okay, so I always like watching people do this. So let's show that. Isn't that pretty?
It's like frosting.
Yes.
It's like vanilla frosting.
So you want to keep it closed up. Tim recommends putting saran wrap over the jar before he closes it.
Oh, okay. So saran wrap over the jar. I
Yeah.
was giggling because Val said, "Don't get that mixed up with your face cream."
Wouldn't that be lovely?
That'd be a
Okay.
good Halloween costume.
So here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Is I'm just going to look at that instant magic. Isn't that just beautiful?
Oh, Maggie is so pretty.
And you can leave it a little variegated. Doesn't that look like the ocean?
well, I'm trying to get the different, like okay, there, I got the shine right there.
Look at that.
So pretty.
I sometimes like leaving it a little variegated, not perfectly. But look at that. Doesn't that
Oh
look like
my
the ocean
gosh,
waves?
Yes.
Okay, but we're going to mix
Oh.
this up.
Oh,
And
forget
you
the
can,
ocean.
yes, you can get it as dark as you want by just adding more ink.
Oh my gosh, Laura's going to be late for work again. Go, Laura, go.
Look at this. Isn't that just beautiful?
It is. It's beautiful. And I want them to see the shine.
It is very pearlescent, very metallic looking.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
Okay, so
sorry if I'm like, there we go.
Okay, so I'm going to take one of our tags. I made enough for more than one tag here.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God. She's destroying my empire here.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So we're going to lay this on here. And normally I would probably take a piece of, maybe I have some
I was just say like a
yellow tape.
Yellow tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to hold it down. Now there is a spray that you can spray also.
That's what Jan says. It looks like crackle paste has already been in my face cream.
Oh my gosh.
Don't go out in the sun and heat it
Oh
though.
my gosh. Okay. So we're going to just put that on there like that.
Is the metallic only in the Ranger line or also in Distress?
This is just brand new. I'm thinking that it's just in the Ranger line.
Okay.
But it just came in, so I was lucky enough that Kelly and Diane let me take one home last night.
Oh yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
Oh yeah. I'm so
Okay,
ready.
so there's my, and I try to kind of hold it down a little closer to where I'm working. And you just spread that on there. Now, if I were using this for a background on like a canvas, I might not cover it as complete as I'm going to cover this. But put it on like this and then scrape it off. If you cannot see your stencil when you're done like that, it's too thick. So you just pretty much scrape it off as you go.
Is your stencil upside down?
It is, but I don't think it
doesn't
matters.
matter. Okay. And can you mix the ink with the other, like with the other mediums? The other
Yes.
groups? Yeah. So you can do this technique. Of
We call
placing,
it wet. Wet or dry. You
okay. You can smoosh it, and then you can mix any of his things
Okay,
with it.
so using a 45-degree angle, just scrape it off completely. And you know, if you want more texture, you don't have to, but it dries quicker if you're
I
doing
can't
it
even
like
remember.
this.
What are you using again?
This is this is the texture paste,
Texture paste,
metallic
okay.
white,
Thank you.
and it's been colored while wet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Does that
this
ever
is
make you nervous?
beautiful. Yeah. Look at that.
Ooh.
And somebody did teach this, that if you do it on a hinge and if you missed a spot, you can lay it back down, but I just moved it
okay.
anyway. So
Yeah.
okay, so look at that. So you could make any color metallic
where are you
that you wanted.
That is beautiful.
So any color. See, this got a little thicker than that, so I must have missed that. Oh, I bet I missed
all
it
right.
because of that reinforcement there.
Can you mix the metallic with the crackle?
Mix the two mediums? I don't know. I don't know about that.
Clean your stencil.
You know what? I put this here, Kelly, for that reason.
Oh,
You're so
oh my
Thank
gosh,
you.
look at that. She's got her own little cleaning thing over here.
And you have to do it right away.
right away?
Yes,
Okay.
you have to clean that right away.
Because if you don't, what
so
will happen?
you can take this white and make any color that you want.
That is beautiful. Should we get another color?
Sure, you want
Yeah.
to try another
I
color?
want to try purple.
What do you want? I'll go get one.
Let's do purple.
Purple?
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
let's
maybe we
do
should
it.
do red for the 4th of July and have red and blue.
Oh,
Let's do
that
that.
would be cool.
And that will give me a chance to go back and read some comments for you.
I
They
made
wanna
way too much.
Grandma camp for grandmas.
Well, is that Lori?
I know, probably.
Lori always wants that. I would love that. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes. Okay, did we answer, can you mix the metallic with the crackle paste? Metallic, can you mix pastes?
I don't know. I've
Okay.
never tried that.
All
You know,
right.
I guess there's nothing preventing you from trying it. But I
Does
don't
it
know.
make a difference with the colors if you use Distress or if you use Oxides?
I'm sure that you might get a little bit of a different tone.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yes, they want another color.
Here's
All right. Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay, I made way too much.
Oh, you have too much? Oh,
But
okay.
here's another thing. If you have reinkers,
pretty.
you could use reinkers instead of your ink pad.
All right, I'm going to touch, no, I'm not going to touch that.
Oh,
sorry.
we could try a reinker in red, yeah.
So pretty. I hope you can see just how shiny that is.
So
and
one
it's
jar
just
and
so
you've got every
pretty.
color every
Oh,
color
would
that you
be.
have ink.
You would, wouldn't you?
Now, could you color this with paint? Yes.
Oh, you can.
Acrylic paint?
So would you put the paint down first and then put the stuff on it?
Yes.
Okay.
But here's what I learned. One time I was trying to make texture paste black for Halloween.
Okay.
And I got a little bit too much paint, and it was too wet. So I prefer inks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But oh my gosh, one bottle and you've got any color that you want.
Now, is it harder when you use an opaque with a
Thank
black?
you.
Does it turn more gray?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit, but it depends on whether you want opaque or that real shiny. Now, I'm going to show you something on Thursday.
Okay.
I made the mistake and picked up the translucent and not the opaque.
Okay.
And I put it on my project, and it wasn't the look I wanted. So
Okay.
basically I let it dry and then just went over it with opaque, and you didn't know.
All right. Okay, perfect.
But,
how long
you know,
do you think it takes to dry that?
I would not probably touch it for a couple hours.
Okay.
An hour
Yeah, so
or
we can we'll show you again maybe tomorrow of what it looks like when it's all nice and
And that
dry.
one was crackle. No, a little bit, but here's an example. This is how I would do it. About this far away, constantly moving.
Okay, constantly moving. Okay, good demo.
And that would help, but I would not do this and look away.
And look away. Do not, like we said, do
not daydream.
Don't daydream. Yes.
Yes.
Focus. And
So-
then this is just it not colored.
Yes.
It's just straight out of the bottle.
But
that
it's
is
very
beautiful.
pearly looking, I think. Okay, let's do...
This is a really good demo.
Oh my gosh,
good
this
job.
is so fun. Okay.
Maggie, they're
so,
loving it.
All right, so let's do this, only I'm going to show you how to use just a re-inker.
A good way to clean your stencils if they don't get cleaned right away.
You
it
kind of
dries.
own it.
Oh.
If you do not clean it right away, you own it. So
All right.
get it in some, if you cannot wash it right away, just make sure you have water and so it can sit in the water.
And Maggie's just got a Rubbermaid tub there with some water in it.
And
She just
it'll
threw
be
it
fine.
in there. Yeah, and as you can see, we haven't like agitated it,
Yeah.
and it's clean.
And the problem
So-
is if you were to let that stuff dry,
Yeah.
it would distort your stencil because it would be all inside the little
Oh,
openings.
so it gets hard.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it gets
okay.
hard and it
All
doesn't
right.
come off.
Okay.
Okay, so now instead of smooshing, we're going to do this.
Excuse me, I've lost my shoes.
We're going to just take, let's try
Oh,
one
golly.
one
I feel
drop.
like I should back up like 50 feet because I have
And-
white pants on and I just attract stuff when I wear white.
Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. I'm so glad they let me. I'm not going to make as much this time.
Okay, so you're taking a scoop. And
Okay, did they get to see taking the
No,
scoop
you
out
have
because
to. You have
it's
to.
so pretty.
Oh yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right, here we
Lori's
go.
Getting ready for grandma camp. She's packing. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I would
Just in
love to do
case,
that.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Isn't that pretty?
Just want to get the. There we go. The sparkle. But I shouldn't say sparkle. It's more of the
It's
pearl.
a pearl.
Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Whoops.
Now that's more of a pink. Should we add
It is,
just
yeah,
another
'cause
drop?
That's too pink. Yeah.
This is barn door, right?
I'm not sure. I'd have to read the label, and I'm not.
This is. Oh no, this is candied apple. I thought I had.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that's good. That's a good red. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Now by adding ink, it does. It's not quite as thick, so it's a little tiny bit runnier.
Oh, because you added more liquid to
Yeah.
it. Okay, that makes sense. Now, because you used a re-inker, if you didn't want to be runny, would you suggest smooshing then?
You could smoosh.
Okay.
It's still adding ink, but I think to me this is adding a little bit more.
And that the reason it's taking a little bit longer to get a red is because the base is white. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just want to get the right shade of red.
pretty.
Oh gosh, that's pretty. Okay, I think
Hope
we're
I can
good.
Capture the
So let's do this
pearl
one.
of it.
Are you ready to do that one? I love these new. I always
Yeah.
get his little the little package because then you get to try all three.
And so when you're prepping those, again, Maggie is using the new Tim Holtz stencils, and it's set number 52. And it's just called 52, right?
Yeah, and it's his
Mini
newest
stencils.
ones
His
out.
newest one.
And he's got the bigger ones, but if you're using little tags, it's kind of nice to have the
Sorry, that
smaller.
doesn't seem to be in focus. And that's $12.99.
Here's the bigger. ones right here.
It does come in
Yep. Okay,
the bigger
I got it right
size,
here.
and then those are just single ones then with the larger size. And the individual ones are $6.99. And we have all the 3 different ones too.
Okay, are we ready?
People are loving that color. They love it. Oh my gosh. That is so yummy.
I wasn't planning on using this today, but I'm so glad we
Gosh,
did.
what were you going to use?
I don't know. I think I was going to use the texture paste that I couldn't find. So
Okay, good. I'm glad. That
I'm
you can
glad
find
this
it.
is something new for me. Okay,
All right.
again, I just start and you just put it on like frosting.
And you're going flat, or is it at your knife?
Kind of flat, almost flat.
And
I
you
wouldn't
scrape
say.
too as you pull.
And then I always just scrape as I
Okay.
go because then I have more on my thing. And you work
Can
on
you
the
go
bottom.
both ways? Like, can you go up and down, or do you suggest just going one?
I don't know that it would make much
Okay.
difference.
Well, do what you're comfortable with.
The
'cause I
thing,
don't want it.
the thing is, Katie, is as you scrape, then you get more of it back that you can keep moving.
Oh, okay.
But
But mostly you just put it on in one direction.
yeah, that's how I do it. But
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
that it matters. So I just keep. And again, notice how you're working on the bottom of your palette knife. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
lift out that, and it's sitting on the top. You can't use it on the top. It has to
Oh,
be on the
yeah, you
bottom.
can't.
So.
That would
So
be a
when you
Katie thing.
scoop out
what am I
using
doing
the
wrong?
bottom. Yes. I'm not going to go all the way up here. I'm just going to
Okay.
get. Okay, so again, scrape it off so that you can see the
Right
stencil.
now we're using the metallic white texture paste. The
Mixed.
metallic white. Yeah.
and
Yes.
and Janine, they're over there on the table.
Oh my gosh! Okay, do that again, Maggie. She was
Janine, you're over there.
with that red thing. Maggie, I have white pants.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there. Now, so see, 45-degree angle, scraping off.
All right, so you get it on, and then you scrape it off at a 45.
Okay, you
Okay.
ready?
I am ready. You betcha. I'm so excited that I got to videotape her. And I
Gosh.
get to videotape her on Thursday, too. So.
I'm excited about Thursday,
Oh.
guys. I had so much fun with Thursdays.
Look at that, Maggie.
Okay, so there we go.
Oh, look at that.
That kind of is
Oh,
the same
wow.
colorization as these.
It
You
is,
could have
isn't it?
used the red background too.
Oops,
Oh
sorry.
my gosh, I love this.
Oh, Maggie, this is so pretty.
So again, take your used stencil, do not let it sit and dry,
Yeah.
get it in water right away.
Yeah.
And the same way with your palette knife, get that
yeah.
in water.
Did you clean your palette knife in between? I didn't even catch
Yes,
that.
I did. Yeah.
And then what about your match? Did you clean that right away, or what happens
Yes.
if you leave that on there?
If you leave it on there, I suppose eventually you could scrape it off,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's much
pretty-
easier to do it this way. Just a wet
All right,
wipe.
just a wet wipe.
Yeah.
So this was again the white. No, excuse me. I'll show you what this was.
Yes.
This would be this, the texture paste metallic white, and it's a new one.
Brand
It's
new.
Ranger, and it is how much?
You know what? So brand new that I don't even know.
Okay.
We'll have to ask.
I'll have to ask. Yeah. Oh, do we have the bell? Oh, music to my ears. So that is what she's using.
We
We're
need
just
to know the
wondering
price
how much
of
this is.
that.
Thanks. Thanks, Penny.
Okay.
These are gorgeous. Maggie, thank you so
I am so glad I got to try it.
much.
Okay, there's more.
Oh my gosh, we're not done?
Now,
I'm so happy.
if you'll notice on
Yes,
these.
I will notice.
Somebody came. If you'll notice on these.
Oh, your ribbons.
My ribbons.
Okay, we have to, I think I would suggest moving these to behind you because I'm afraid I'm going to touch them. And I have a tendency to put my
Okay.
elbow in it.
Let's move it
Yeah,
back
that
here.
would be awesome.
$8.99, ladies.
$8.99.
Thank you.
But one jar gives you every color.
One
Any
jar
color.
will give you, it will last a long time, won't it? Yes.
Yeah, I used way too much that
The
first time.
You
Yeah.
were just excited
Yes.
because it is amazing.
Okay, are we ready?
We are. If you're ready, we are ready to go.
Okay. I like my ribbons to be a little tattered, a little distressed.
Right back at you, Miss Mary's from Maine.
And so I decided to use the Uncharted Mariner.
That red would be good for Christmas.
Yes. It's beautiful, candied apple. Beautiful. But I want you to get closer. You know, Tim
some green
Holtz
in it.
talks about the undertones of this color. But look at the greens and the
That
blues.
came. You did not add that. That came out.
That's all
of
the Uncharted Mariner.
Oh.
So, and look at this.
Wow.
It's just amazing. That was all from the ink.
Oh, Maggie,
Yeah,
that is
isn't
such
that
a
cool?
good.
So we're going to show
showing.
how to do that. I know I've shown this before, but we need a refresher.
Yes, let's.
So last night
Excuse me.
I
very much.
had at home, I had this cream. But I thought, well, let's show it with white too.
All right. So this is any special ribbon?
This is the this is the seam binding. That's
Okay.
100% rayon. We call it our crinkle ribbon, and I'm
Okay.
going to show you
Yeah.
why.
Okay.
And I have done this before, but like I said, we're going
Is
to try.
that online? Do you know, or do we just?
It's
they need to
probably
call
an
the store?
old YouTube video.
No, the product is the product.
Oh,
online to
this
purchase.
you might have to call the store to get
Okay,
this.
and we sell it for 25 cents a foot, and it's the seam binding.
It's 100% rayon.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you how you can color it and crinkle it.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're going to use these two just so you can see the different
Okay,
tone
let's
with
see.
the cream.
So you have a cream one and a white one.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and I suggest if you're going to do this, do a big bunch because then you
like
can.
a yard?
I would, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to again smoosh like that. And then what we're going to do,
Can you ever over smush?
no, not
Oh,
really.
jeepers.
We're going to mist it with a little bit to dilute it.
All right.
Then I tell people when I taught it in the class, pretend like you're a bartender,
Oh.
and this is your bar rag. And you're going to
Oh,
mop
wow.
it up.
Do you need some gloves?
Nah.
Okay.
Okay, I like a little bit of that variegated. You don't want it all just perfect. But if that's a little bit too much white for you, let's,
Okay, that's more of a tie-dye look, kind of.
yeah,
Yeah,
let's
all right.
do this.
I'm so sweating.
And the less you mist,
Yeah.
you're going to get some darker. So I'm going to show you what I
Okay.
do to get a little bit more, a little depth to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time, oops, I am not going to look at those white hands. I'm not even going to mist it.
Oh, you're not.
I'm just going to
Okay, you're
pounce
just
it
gonna
on there
pounce it.
like that, and that gives you some really dark spots like that. So there's
So when you mist it more, you get the lighter colors
Yes.
coming out. The
But
less you mist, the darker.
the one thing people want is they keep coating and coating.
Yeah.
You don't want it 100%. You want this variegated look.
Oh,
You don't want it to look
okay.
tie-dye, but you don't want it to be all one color. No, maybe you do, and then if you do, just get it completely colored.
All right.
But I like this. Now, if I wanted
Look
to
at
make
the greens
this,
in there, Maggie.
I
You
know it's
already
amazing.
See those.
If I wanted to make this a little more tattered looking, sometimes I will take a little brown and pounce on it like this.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Do
just
you need
maybe
some brown?
No, we're
Okay,
good.
all right.
I'm going to show you what I did last night
Oh, okay.
I wanted even darker spots.
Yeah.
So I just kind of
Oh.
did that, and then you get some fun. See,
Oh my goodness.
I love that look.
Can you,
And
if
you-
you did that, can you spray the ribbon itself, and would that change it? Or
Now,
okay.
if right now, if I were to take this and totally mist it, what it would do is it would bleed totally, and it'd all be one color.
oh, good to
and
know.
so that's why I don't do
Okay.
that.
All right.
But let's say, oh, I don't like that white. I could mist that and get it wet and maybe wipe it up. But I like this
Okay.
look.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to show the different colors. So you have the darks, the kind of the lighters, but then you have those greens.
Yeah,
Look
the
at that.
green undertones.
That
So-
is crazy.
But I might do this with a little brown just to give it a little more vintage look.
All right.
But,
Can you do that with any white ribbon, or does it need to be the same binding?
well, the reason you can with
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the white ribbons, as long as it's not like a polyester that's not going to soak in.
Oh, that makes sense.
But the crinkle ribbon is good because I'm going to show you how you make it crinkled.
Okay.
Okay, so you wad it up again, and you get it as tight as you can. Now, there's two ways to do it. You can take a rubber band now and rubber band this and let it sit on your craft table for maybe a couple days,
Oh, wow.
and then unwind it because it
Okay.
has to have dry in there. Or you can do it the quick way. Hey, I look like 4th of July, don't I?
You do.
Okay,
Oh, this
So-
is the quick way.
this is the quick way.
Oh, Maggie, look at Maggie go. Multitasking.
Okay.
I would help you, my friend, but
So,
oh,
what
we're just gonna
the
heat it.
heat does is it heat sets the wrinkles.
oh.
If you've ever had a rayon top, yeah, Wrinkle City. So
Yeah. So we
So
heat it with
I do it for about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Stop, fluff it out.
Is it getting dry? Can you tell?
It's getting dry,
Oh,
but
wow.
you want to make sure it's really dry because then
Okay.
you want those wrinkles heat set. Okay, so
and
let's
if it wasn't dry, would the ink also bleed? Like on your fingers?
probably, and
Okay.
it would also pull out. The wrinkles would pull out a little more than you want.
Right.
Okay, so about 30 seconds. Keep it moving. Fluff it out.
This is so good, Maggie.
And then wad it up again. Now, I had a friend who did this, and she did all sorts of color combinations and rubber band them, and she had them all over her table. And then she had crinkle ribbon whenever she needed
Oh
it.
my word, that's an excellent idea.
Okay.
What a good thing to even do at a crop, that just
Yeah.
and make a bunch of different color ribbons.
Okay,
You
so
can make other color ribbon for every color he has.
Well, and lots of times you might have some ribbon, but it's not the right color.
Oh, right.
So you can take a hot, let's say you have a hot pink ribbon and you don't want it to be hot pink.
Yes.
Then pounce on it with a little bit of brown,
Oh, we should show that.
and then you could tone
Do you
it
have
down.
a color over there?
I don't.
Maybe we should
you
show a
could
toned down one.
tone down your color so you can get the exact color that you want.
It's kind of like using your Copics on the grid ribbon. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know-
use any of this. This is fabulous. While
I
you're doing
love
that,
this.
while you're drying, I'm going to try to take some other, show some other product over here. These are the palette knives that Maggie was using. And there's two of them, but it looks like there's two different ones for $2.99.
You know what? My favorite one is the pointed one. I just couldn't find the pointed
All
one
right,
today,
let me
so
see if I can show this.
that
to
would
you
be my
guys.
favorite.
So one's pointed and one's just kind of the flat butter knife. And then again, she used the stencils, the 3-pack of stencils, the smaller one, but we do also have them in the larger sizes. And don't forget this fabulous paper that she will be using and you will want after she shows what she uses it for on Thursday, which is a Halloween thing. The tags, of course, the ephemera bits and pieces. And then again, remember, let's see, she has the multi-medium matte, which is glue and matte, so it's flat. The collage medium, which is exactly the same stuff as matte, but dries fast. Am I doing okay?
Very good.
All right, so the distressed texture paste opaque, so it will be white. And it gives you kind of that, oh, what do you use it
Just
for?
a texture.
Some texture, okay. And then there's the texture paste translucent gloss. Texture paste, oops, wrong one. This one.
And one time I used that for snowflakes, and you just wanted it back in the background. You wanted to see snowflakes, but you didn't want them to overpower.
Oh, yeah.
So that,
So then we have our crackles. We have opaque crackle, we have semi-translucent, and then we also have transparent crackle. Don't heat them. Don't heat your crackles. And then you have your grit, which is like very, can you hear that? Sandy. It's like a nail file.
it is, but doesn't that remind you of ice, like in
It
March
does.
when
Well, it
it's
looks like
melting?
salt.
And yes.
That's what it looks like, is salt. And so that is the grit paste, translucent. And then we also have the grit paste opaque, which would be white.
And you could color that with some kind of brown and make sand for a beach.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And then she used that texture paste metallic white. And there is the frosted crystals, which has sold. This one has, which
think there's
is
one
you
more
have
over
to
there.
heat. Said it's like an embossing, and it gives you the orange or lemon peel look, which is great. All right,
Okay, Katie,
so how'd
as you have
do?
been talking, I
Yes.
finished drying, and then I just play with it like this and just keep crinkling because you
Okay.
want it to be really crinkly. Now, can you tell the difference between the white and the cream? I really can't tell much difference.
All right, let me see. I don't think so.
So, you know, I think this was the cream, so it really doesn't matter, cream or
No,
white.
cream or white.
But I'm going to
But
show you
look
how
at
to make,
that.
I call it a foo-foo bowl.
I love it.
So I'm going to cut off about this much, maybe about 6 inches. So
Okay.
I start out with about a yard.
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
how you look at how crinkled that is. Hold that up, because what you started with, and then what you have finished. So That is so amazing.
So if you start out by doing about a yard, Katie,
Yeah.
then you have this much left, but cut off about a 6-inch piece.
Okay.
Okay, so what you do is you lay that 6-inch piece over here like that,
Okay.
and then we're going to make a foo-foo bow. And Teresa kind of showed one yesterday using twine. I'm going to show it with this.
Okay.
So you take 4 fingers,
Oops. 4 fingers.
4 very inky fingers.
Yeah, those are crafty fingers.
And you lay the front piece down so that, okay, imagine this is half and this is half. I think that's Spock. Only Spock can do that.
Okay.
You want this piece hanging past that middle section, okay? So,
Here, can you just hold it and show us how it's hanging?
like that.
All right.
So you don't want to start clear up here because you want this piece gathered in when you go to gather it in.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
that's why it's...
All right.
Okay, so I don't pull it out, pull the wrinkles out too much, but you're going to go over the top. You're going to come in, you're going to do figure 8s. You're going to come in, go around, come back in.
Between the Spock fingers.
Between the Spock fingers. Come back in, just like that, figure 8. Like that.
Oh, nice.
Okay, then... Oh, that's okay. Okay, then you're going to pull it. You don't want to do it too tight because you have to get it off those
Get you off your Spocks.
fingers. Okay, then you're going to lay it here. And you're going to tie it. Yes. And like I said, if you start out with about a yard.
Oh, gosh.
And
Maggie,
it's just
that
a very
is so
tattered
pretty.
look.
I love it.
Okay, so
Oh my gosh.
then you
Maggie.
kind of foo-foo them out, and you can use them on a tag like this.
Because do you just use the ends to tie it on? You're like,
Yeah,
extra ends?
if I were doing it on the tag, I
Yeah.
probably would have taken that 6-inch piece and
Oh, right.
put it up through the hole first.
And then just tie it
then
on
just
there.
laid it on there so it would have been tight. That's kind of what I did with those.
Oh
But-
my word, Maggie, that is.
But look at the
isn't it
coloring.
beautiful.
You get the deep greens and you get a little bit of that white and that. I just love
It
it.
speaks for itself, doesn't
So
it?
we call this just a little foo-foo bow, but it's fun to do with the crinkle ribbons.
Oh, I'd love to see the different, colors.
Yeah.
I'm thinking with the reds, does it have little red undertone? What
Well,
comes out of the undertones?
And you know what I have found
gosh, I
is
love those
working
greens.
with oxides.
Yeah.
Oxides tend to bleed out lots of different colors, so I think you would even get more.
Oh, really? So you would suggest using the oxides
Try it.
on your ribbons?
Try it and see,
Okay.
because I think you'd get a different tone.
Oh, that would
But
be
I
so
just wanted to
neat.
share that with you.
Thank you, Maggie. And let's show the tags, your finished tags with your
Foo-foo bows.
foo-foo bows.
And this one I didn't
Look
use
at
as
that.
much ribbon, so you can decide how much ribbon you want to use.
It's amazing, the greens. That just,
I know, I love it.
I thought maybe you have added green to it. And then this is the one that she did today.
And there again, we could add a little brown to make it look a little more distressed, but I just thought that color was so beautiful, I didn't want to take away from that. So there's one more thing I wanted
my
to share
gosh,
with you.
Maggie.
Since it's Tim
I
Holtz
have to get
week,
up?
no,
Okay.
since it's Tim Holtz week,
Yes?
we are going to be wearing name tags.
Yeah.
And you're going to get rid of your lemon name tag. And Tim has this die and stamp
Oh, I
set.
love this. I have this
Oh my
one.
gosh.
I go to it a
Whenever
lot.
you need a ticket,
Yeah.
this is it. And
That's like
I
a staple
love the way it cuts because it actually perforates it.
Yeah, so what
in
is
those
it called?
spots.
Maybe we should tell them what it's
This
called.
one is called Ticket Booth. This
Ticket
is the
Booth,
die
okay.
and Ticket Booth stamp set.
And that is a staple, and I'm not just saying that.
These are the tickets that I made for people to put on their name tags. So Katie, you can get
Oh!
one, pick one up, and replace
Oh my
your
goodness,
lemon.
my lemon. Well,
Yes.
I'm going to get a red one.
There you go.
Thank you, Maggie.
Red
Oh,
was
look at
popular.
all
That's what
those.
everybody wanted was the red
So
ones.
you stamped them with
I
an oxide?
stamped it with just a archival ink, black.
Right.
Then I put the dye over it and cut them out.
Okay.
And then I just inked them with, like, probably a pumice stone or a gathered twigs
So
or
this
something.
is just like the
It's
color
just-
vibe stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
These are all
Maggie.
scraps.
Yeah, we like that.
Yep, so I just used any color.
Love
I think
it.
yellow would have been fun too, but orange, a lighter orange. But just
Love
wanted
it.
to let you know that we'll be wearing those on our name tags.
Oh, good deal.
And that's how we made them.
Oh my word,
Yeah.
Maggie, those are fabulous.
And I think
People
I'm
love
done.
it. Oh darn it.
So I am
People
so
absolutely-
glad.
Thank you so much, Maggie, for this.
Well,
This is so informative.
I'm glad that I tried that metallic
Oh,
because,
so am I.
oh my gosh, that's just amazing.
She's admiring her work.
I know.
And it matches your shirt perfectly, but
I love
another
it.
look at that shine, that sheen.
This is Uncharted Mariner. This is Candied Apple.
oh my gosh, it's so
So just
pretty.
love it.
Maggie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, we're Memory Bound from Ankeny. Thank you for hanging in there with us. And thank you, Kelly, for allowing Maggie and I to go solo. Maggie and I to go solo today. We just had that one oops, but don't
And
go.
if you like Halloween,
yeah.
Thursday, I'm just telling you a little sneak preview. We're going to do a really fun Halloween.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Project.
If you've seen Maggie's previous Halloween projects with boxes and so forth, this one is just like that, but even better.
was
I
very
would say.
fun.
And do we know who's tomorrow? I don't.
I do not.
Sorry about that. So, but join us tomorrow.
Have
We'll
a
be back at
Tim Tim day.
Tim Tim Day. All right. Thank you again.